Welcome to Building and Rebuilding Your Virtual Classroom by Classroom Connection. We're on the control panel right now. Only teachers see this. These are the things that you can do to build, or in some cases, clone and or rebuild a previous virtual classroom to use in your current school year. Most of this starts with the Page Builder utility. So let's go to Page Builder. Got some general formatting ideas here at the top. That formatting will apply to all of your virtual classrooms. To actually format a page, click on the page itself. It might be just your homeroom, or it might be a specific curricular area. If you click on that, it'll open up everything you have going on that page at this point. Now, you should also note that if you have some subpages here, they'll show up right here, and you can format those separately from the main page. Page Builder is a snippet-based utility for creating or recovering your virtual classroom. Now, if you've used Classroom Connection before and you want to clone or duplicate a class from a previous year, simply go to Clone Existing Class. We're not going to do that here, but you can check to see your past classes and choose which ones you'd like to pull in or duplicate for the current year. We won't do that here. Beyond that, you simply add new snippets by clicking this bar. When you do that, you'll get a two-column format. However, the right column will be missing unless you change this text, and then make sure that you set it to use two columns. Simply by saying have the left text span the entire page, you change that to no, and then it would show you both columns. Now that just is the look and feel and the actual text of the page. And I would caution you to be a little bit careful about copying and pasting text in there. There is a character limit on these snippets. I believe it's 2,000 characters. However, if you copy and paste from a pre-formatted utility such as a Microsoft Word or other Word word processor, there's a lot of hidden formatting that you can't see, but that does count as characters, and it will run your character limit up fairly quickly. So if you're going to copy and paste text, the best way to do that is to copy and paste it into a text editor, a plain text editor like Notepad, prior to actually doing the pasting. All right, so you've got your your page itself formatted in terms of some content, maybe some pictures in the body of the page. Maybe you've copied a previous class. Now let's add a little bit more depth to the page. Let's go back to Control Panel. A little slow this morning. There we go. I'm going to start with Class Navbar. I'm going to skip Calendar just for the moment. Class Navbar, this utility is designed to allow you to add subpages to a particular page. If we wanted to add a subpage to our 4th grade page, for instance, lunch lineup or something to that effect, you could do that here. You'd simply create the item, test sub page, decide who you want to see it, test sub page, and create it. Now if I go back to my control panel, and if I go back to Page Builder from there, if I open 4th grade, now I'm going to be able to actually choose to format the test sub page, and that would be right there. There's nothing there right now. So again, and then if I preview the page, preview that 4th grade page, you'll see that there's a link here to my sub page. It's empty right now, but that link does exist. I'm going to take that away here in just a moment, but that's a nice utility. And we should be back to where we started. All right, let's go back to control panel now. Calendar. You can place events on your class calendar that also will appear on the on your virtual classroom, and they will be filtered in through any events that are on the actual school calendar as well. So if I go back to the virtual classroom, I think you can see that this person has done that. Go to the calendar, and there are some events that are there. And had this school been using this calendar for their school functionality, then you'd see the school things there as well, like for instance, first day of school. All right, going back to control panel. Classes, co-curriculars. You can add classes for yourself here. However, in order to populate those classes, the school has to do that. You can't. You're unable to put students into your own classes, but certainly you can start by adding a class and requesting the administration to populate that accordingly. Now, when it comes to documents, links, and pictures, you can recover or use any past documents, for instance, right here. Some of these, I would guess, are from a previous year, and so all of your documents should show up here if you've ever uploaded them. Those, unless you've deleted them, they haven't gone anywhere, even if we've moved on to a different year. You simply decide which class you want to. If you want to highlight the link, decide which class you want those that documentation to show up in. If you have a subclass, you can, and that would be that subpage that we showed a little while ago. You can actually assign that to the subpage. Decide if it's going to show on all of your pages or just a particular page, if it's visible at all, and or delete it. So this is where you'll actually take documents that you can upload new documents or documents that you may have used before and assign them to current classes. Similarly, you can use that idea for links. For instance, you'll notice that there's a link called Propaganda Examples that has a YouTube video but has not been assigned to a class yet. If and or when we just assign that to a class, then that will show up on that class. Media. The system comes with some canned clip art, or you can add your own clip art. There's a picture gallery here. However, that actually needs to be managed from the pictures link on your control panel, and the video files again is something that is managed completely outside of Classroom Connection, but then can be added to your classes via links right here. Or you can also add video files to your media manager, which we'll look at in just a moment. Finally, the schedule. If you have a schedule, you can upload that schedule, and then that will show up in your virtual classroom. That's how to manage the look and feel of your virtual classroom. Thanks for watching.